Good morning, students. Today we will revise another chapter, circulatory system and the excretory system. As I explained you, the function of the circulatory system is to transport nutrients, oxygen and water to all parts of the body. And the function of the excretory system is to remove waste from our body. I'll revise both the organ systems one by one. Let's at first begin with the circulatory system. As you know, like all the organ systems work with the help of a group of organs. So in the same way, the circulatory system also performs its task of transporting oxygen, nutrients and water to all parts of body with the help of other organs. The different parts of the circulatory system are the heart, blood and blood vessels. We'll discuss about each one by one. Let's at first start with the heart. Heart is a fleshy organ. Fleshy organ means it is filled with muscles. Then, where does the heart lie? It lies to the left side of the chest between the lungs. And this heart is protected by the rib cage. As you read in the previous chapter, the heart pumps blood to all parts of the body. The function of the heart to pump the purified blood to all parts of the body. And how does it pump the blood to all parts of the body? It pumps the blood to all parts of the body by contracting and relaxing continuously. And this function of pumping the blood to all parts of the body continues throughout our body. So this was about the heart. We'll know about the blood now. Like heart, blood too has different function. At first, you must know what is blood. Blood is a red fluid. Blood is a red fluid. When we say fluid, it means it is a liquid substance. It is not a liquid substance like water, but it is a little thicker than water and it is red in color. The next function that the blood performs is to carry oxygen. It carries oxygen to all parts of the body. That means it supplies oxygen to all parts of the body and it also collects the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a waste gas, and after releasing oxygen to all parts of the body, it collects the carbon dioxide from them and reaches it to the it to be purified. At first, the blood carries oxygen, and after releasing the oxygen to all parts of the body, it collects the carbon dioxide to be purified. And along with the oxygen, it also carries nutrients from our food to each part of our body. So what are the different functions of the blood? At first, blood is a red fluid. It carries oxygen to all parts of the body, and after supplying oxygen to all parts of the body, it collects the carbon dioxide from them to be purified. And then along with oxygen, it also carries nutrients. So this was about the blood. Next is the blood vessels. blood vessels? Blood vessels are thin tubes throughout our body through which the blood flows. There are three types of blood vessels: arteries, veins, and capillaries. The arteries carry the pure blood. The blood carried by arteries are the pure blood. And when I say it carries pure blood, that means it carries the blood from heart to rest of the body. Now we have another part as veins. The veins carry the impure blood, the blood which is filled with carbon dioxide and other wastes. And in the veins, the impure blood is carried, and this impure blood is carried from all parts of the body to the heart. And then in the heart, this impure blood is purified. And these capillaries, they are the smallest blood vessels. Capillaries are the smallest blood vessels, and they connect the arteries and veins. All exchange of, it is the smallest blood vessels, and these capillaries only connect arteries with the veins. All exchange of gases, nutrients take place in capillaries. All exchange of gases and nutrients take place through capillaries. So these are the different parts of the blood vessels. You can watch the previous videos that I sent you during the explanation of this chapter. And in brief, I have revised the different parts of the blood vessels. In the next video, I'll explain how blood flows throughout our